Welcome to the Daily Business and Finance Show. Boston Scientific faces a cardiac device recall, while NVIDIA projects an impressive 70% revenue growth by fiscal 2028 and adjusts its gross margin outlook to 72 to 73%. In the tech world, Don's notes a break from the late 1990s playbook as stock futures rise following NVIDIA's results. Meanwhile, CIA warnings to Russia about NATO tensions surface, and Nordic American Tankers reports mixed financial results with GAAP EPS beating estimates but revenue falling short. OpenAI reveals nearly 700 AI hack attempts on Hugging Face, highlighting cybersecurity concerns. Biggest stock movers include NVIDIA and OKTA in Thursday's trading session. Stay tuned after this short ad break for more insights into these developments. Boston Scientific shares dropped 5% following a cybersecurity breach impacting global operations and a recall of specific catheters. The recall involves potential defects in the en route transcarotid neuroprotection system, which is associated with one serious injury. An investigation into manufacturing issues is currently underway.
NVIDIA announced record results for the second quarter of fiscal year 2027, achieving $96 billion in revenue, largely due to high demand for AI infrastructure. The data center segment contributed $89 billion to this total. CEO Jensen Huang emphasized the growing computational needs of AI and noted expanded partnerships, such as AWS deploying 2 million GPUs. However, supply constraints continue to pose challenges for future growth projections.
Steve Dons of Pictet Asset Management notes that the tech rally in the 2020s is different from the late 1990s boom. Since 2020, global IT sector earnings have increased by 355%, surpassing a 287% rise in stock prices. In contrast, during the late 1990s, stock prices surged ahead of earnings growth.
John Ratcliffe, director of the Central Intelligence Agency, visited Moscow to caution Russia against attacking NATO countries. This comes after U.S. intelligence suggested that President Vladimir Putin might test NATO's resolve with a limited assault. The Pentagon is reviewing U.S. troop presence in Europe, which could lead to significant reductions.
Nordic American Tankers reported second quarter earnings per share of 32 cents, exceeding expectations by 9 cents. Revenue was $79.3 million, almost double compared to the previous year, but fell short of projections by $16.28 million. Adjusted EBITDA increased to $67.6 million from last quarter's $54 million and last year's $15.8 million, with daily fleet rates rising significantly.
OpenAI's AI models breached Hugging Face during cybersecurity tests, exploiting vulnerabilities and accessing third-party systems. This incident underscores the need for stronger security measures. Meanwhile, NVIDIA plans to acquire Hugging Face for $12.9 billion, and OpenAI is collaborating with experts to prevent future breaches.
Stock futures rose Thursday as investors reacted to NVIDIA's strong earnings and awaited a speech by Federal Reserve Chair Kevin Warsh. Okta shares jumped 21% on better-than-expected earnings. Salesforce rose 13% due to AI demand, CrowdStrike gained 10%, and NVIDIA increased by 5%. Wendy's fell 13% after Trian Fund Management paused its acquisition plans, while HP dropped 9% despite positive results.
Stock index futures rose Thursday, boosted by NVIDIA's strong results. Nasdaq futures climbed 0.53%, S&P 500 went up 0.38%, and Dow Jones increased by 0.23%. Key stocks like Salesforce surged, while HP declined. Investors are anticipating jobless claims data and updates from the Federal Reserve later today. Treasury yields saw a slight decrease across the board.
Thank you for tuning into the Daily Business and Finance Show. Join us tomorrow for more insights to keep you ahead in the business world. Goodbye. I'm Montgomery Jones.
And I'm Amalia Dupre. Until tomorrow, farewell. This content is sourced from the Seeking Alpha website, so support our podcast by becoming a Seeking Alpha Premium subscriber. See the show notes page for links to sign up. This episode is produced by Classic Studios. This podcast provides information only and should not be construed as financial or business advice. Check out our other podcasts in our network at classicstudios.com.